quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter taking a shot deep. Open target. Got it. Her third. From left to right. Sets up. Oh,
Down!
watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for the... It fell from the sky into air. Nice hit.
Hard Rock Stadium, where Miami first played back in 2008, and a couple weeks ago saw its first ever Miami Grand Prix. But tonight, it's the host of the CFSL, where the Clemson Tigers will look to walk out victorious, but the Miami Hurricanes, in a hurricane nonetheless, have other ideas. Welcome, everyone, watching live on YouTube inside the broadcast booth. I'm Jeff Melnition. Matt Hatchell is my broadcast partner. Matt, this is a big game where the winner will finish 500 on the season.
Yeah, Jeff, a lot of playoff implications, well, not playoff implications, postseason implications, going into this game. The winner, like you said, finishes this season at 4-4. Stands a pretty good chance of getting into the pit unless some crazy stuff goes down. The loser going into 3-5, kind of on that outside looking in path. And of course, the ever-prevalent thought, if Clemson doesn't make that pit, this is in fact Stevens' last game as AD of the Tigers.
It'll be it's going to be a keeper by Dylan Tate. He will pick up 1 yard as the senior, maybe playing in his last game.
Yeah, just a lot of question marks about Clemson depending on the future of this game, I do believe, Jeff.
Yeah, a lot of key pieces as well, but we'll see. Tate's going to pitch it, but it will be picked off, and that is going the other way. Miami and Justin Pufall will pick up 38 yards on the return. Don't know why he was given 38 yards, but hey, it'll work out.
Yeah, great job by our stat guys. Off to a rough start. I think the rain's really getting to him, Jeff. But Pufall had a big interception last week against the Gators, able to come up with a big play there.
Odie will hand this one off, and this is the first time I'm calling a Miami game this season, as Davin Brewer will pick up 12.
Yeah, this is definitely not my first. And, Jeff, this is a weather condition both teams like to thrive in, really. Expect to see a lot of running from these teams, more so than you would already expect due to the weather conditions tonight.
I mean, Clemson will run no matter what the conditions are. As Odie, that will be considered a pass, luckily, and not a fumble.
Yeah, I think Odie got a little lucky there. Great job by Clemson bringing the pressure, able to force that bad throw.
Appreciate everybody tuning in on YouTube. And Odie's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper, but he's going to take a shot at the end of that play by Steele Ball.
Yeah, Steele Ball, the junior safety, coming up with a big hit there. I mean, Clemson's defense does a great job at stopping Miami, who look like so far they would have had a lot of momentum after that interception, fumble, whatever you want to call that pick, that little pitch interception. But Miami just getting nothing going.
It trips to the top of the formation, one receiver to the bottom, but it's going to be a run to Brewer. He will be tripped up after a gain of 3 on the play, and that was Lindale Odie going up against his brother on the offensive side, and that's going to be the last laugh of Lindale Odie, but could be Deshaun laughing in his face after getting 3 points on the board. It's up, and it is good. So Alan Merkin will knock that through the upright. 3-0 early. Hurricanes on top of the Tigers.
Yeah, and Jeff, don't be confused by Davin Brewer. I mean, obviously we know the key runner in this game will be Dwayne Salmons for Clemson, but Brewer, coming into tonight, Jeff, has the 6th most rushing yards in the CFSL this season, and that is behind Richard Fountain and Joey Zaza. Both have already played that 8th game of the season, so that just goes to show how big Brewer is for that Miami offense. But now if I'm Clemson, I mean, I think we all kind of know what the game plan might be here for Clemson. Get the big man Salmons going.
Then they tried, but it was picked off by Pufall on the opening drive for Clemson. This time, it's going to be a straight handoff to Salmons. He will pick up 13 and a first down.
Yeah, and I had a chance to talk to Stevens, just kind of what can we expect tonight, that possible final game from you at Clemson. He says, obviously, everybody knows what we're going to do and we're not changing. We're going to keep running with Salmons, but we expect to give Tate a chance to shine. Like you mentioned, Jeff, this could be his last game. He wants Tate to go out with a bang.
And there goes Salmons. He will pick up 3, and this is going to be the tail of the tape. Can Miami's defense stop Salmons?
Yeah, I mean, Salmons, just to show how dominant he's been, Jeff, came into tonight with about 1,500, I want to say, just over 1,000 rushing yards. Deshaun Odie has 1,800 passing yards.
As Tate will break off a tackle, and that will allow him to pick up the first down. He'll pick up 12 on the quarterback keeper and a first down for the Tigers.
And don't be fooled, Dylan Tate, a very great runner in his own regard, not afraid to tuck in and run when he needs to.
Appreciate everybody watching on YouTube once again as Tate's going to keep it, trying to get his way. He will somersault his way for a gain of 3.
And that's just what that weather conditions do, Jeff. I mean, we have a pretty heavy rain falling right now. Expect to see the field get pretty slick pretty soon. A lot of stumbles, maybe even some forced fumbles tonight.
Up to 15 watching on YouTube. Maybe get that number up a little bit. Next game doesn't start until 7:30. 2nd and 7. Tate will connect on his first throw. The tight end, Irvin Jr., with his first grab, goes for 16 in the middle of the field.
Great throw there from Tate, not afraid to let the ball fly in the rain. If he can succeed tonight, Clemson stands a great chance. Finds the open man and takes the shot too, but holds on. Great job there by Irvin Jr.
Brian Kofer was the one delivering the shot, and that's how you help out your quarterback. Especially depending, could be last game in a Clemson uniform. Who knows, depending on what happens with the result of this one. Handoff to Sammons, and he's got the blocking. He's going to be hit at the 10 and dragged down, picking up the extra yard, picking up 12, Dwayne Sammons.
And that's a great job by Kavion Kane, the freshman safety, with that open field tackle. He knew there was nobody between the end zone and Sammons except him, so he plants the feet and just doesn't allow Sammons to bowl him over.
Trying to get to the weak side, not going to work. Lost the 3 on the play. And that's a good tackle by Xavier May.
Yeah, Xavier May, the other freshman safety, coming in with a big hit there. Great job, Miami. If they can hold Clemson to 3, Jeff, especially with how they started this drive, I think that's a W for the Hurricanes.
2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Ball fake as it's going to be Tate picking up 5. 3rd and goal coming up just outside of the 5-yard line.
Great read option there by Tate, and that's what you need to watch out for if you're Miami, because anytime that ball's going to Sammons, of course you're going to attack that, but Tate can pull that ball back and gain some good yardage on you.
3rd and goal, halfback screen time. Sammons has it, and he's got the end zone for a touchdown. It almost seems like it was automatic from that far out, especially when you got the bowling ball that is Sammons with the football.
Yeah, and that's a great job by Kane, or a good effort at least, just not able to bring him down. And Clemson with a huge answer there. They did a great job not being shaken on that drive, Jeff. Obviously, the interception on the pitch play the previous drive, obviously that's a downer to start the game. But they didn't look shaken, they looked fine, and they were able to come away with 6 there.
This is the 10th meeting between the Tigers and the Hurricanes. Clemson leading the series 7-2 and has won the last 2 meetings between these two teams. Miami has only beat Clemson once at home ever, and that was back. Do you remember when that was, Hatchell? Do you have a guess?
That had to be before my time. I'm going to shoot for the dart. I'm going to say season 9.
Yes, you are correct. Season 9, where it was 30-23, as Odie will be sacked on this one for a loss of 2.
I would like everybody to know I did legitimately pull that out of thin air. I looked up no stats before this game, so I'm quite proud of myself. Gonna be riding that high all night, Jeff.
As long as it doesn't trickle into Friday, I'm all good. 2nd and 12, and you knew it was just a matter of time before there was going to be a reference.
No, I knew.
That's what they get for putting us together, even though we asked for it. Kind of funny how that happens. As out to the 30, Brewer will pick up 7.
Look, we made it through 3 drives. I'm proud of us. But a great job there by Brewer, able to catch the screen, cut upfield. Again, both teams, I think really the key tonight, Jeff, who can succeed in the passing game in this rain? That's not either team's strength, I would say. But I think just really whoever can kind of do that better will get the W.
This might be the first time that we've seen 2 kind of run-heavy teams go at it here in the CFSL for when I can recall. As 3rd and 5, Odie's going to air it out. He's got a man behind the defense, and that is going to be a touchdown. No one's going to touch him. Joseph Gates.
And that's just a beautiful throw there by Odie. A lot of quarterbacks say, Jeff, the toughest throws are the ones with the receivers wide open. Some might not think Gates was wide open there, but he has the speed to quickly get behind the defense like we saw there. And at that point, that's all under Sean Odie. Can he put it in the breadbasket? Able to do that perfectly, and the junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana is able to take it 70 yards.
So would you say that Odie threw Gates open?
I would say so. I think that's fair.
And that's
if you're going for a punt, it didn't hit.
You always got to have a quarterback that could throw a receiver open, and Odie did. Even though Gates, I would say, did have a step behind the defense, but they were right on his tail, and they did go for the diving tackle, and they missed.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a perfect throw by Odie. He puts that any farther out, Gates probably misses it, any shorter might be intercepted.
Now Tate's going to keep it, and he will pick up 9 on the first play of this drive. Looking to punch this one into the end zone, where we'll see back-to-back-to-back touchdowns by both teams.
Yeah, and I think that'd be a great way to start, especially after, it looked like we might have a little bit of a slow start there just due to interceptions and field goals and everything.
Tate going to keep it once again. He's got the edge, and he will get to the 47-yard line with another gain of 9.
Yeah, good gain there by Tate. I mean, again, it seems like Clemson understands that Miami's going to crash on Sammons, so Tate might be looking to run the ball a bit more himself tonight.
Irvin comes in motion. He's going to set up as they give the ball to Sammons. Oh, spinning. He's still on his feet. Will pick up 8 yards on the play, getting into Miami territory.
Yeah, and I talked to Jay Gates, the 80 for Miami, Jeff, and I said, what can we expect from you guys tonight? He says, we're hoping for the 500. I mean, we were 1-7 last season. We know we're going against the best halfback in the CFSL. All we got to do is limit his production, and we think we can come away with the W.
This time Tate runs into the sack, as Mucci will get credited with the sack on that one, his first of the game.
Yeah, and that's just a great job, not just by Mucci, but by the secondary of Miami. I mean, anytime you see quarterbacks in this league, Jeff, really sit in that pocket for more than 3 seconds, that means the secondary is giving them absolutely nothing downfield.
Halfback screen to Salmon, scored a touchdown on this one. This time he's got the first down. The burst of speed to turn north gave him that first down as he picks up 14.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason people say Dwayne Sammons is the best halfback in the CFSL. 6 foot, 265, but Jeff, he runs like a guy that's 215.
Yeah, good grief. As they're going to keep it with Tate up the middle. He goes on the midline read. He will pick up 8.
Yeah, and if I'm Miami, I mean, obviously, in those situations, you want to crash Sammons, but maybe you start crashing Reed or start crashing Tate and force him to hand the ball off.
Swaggy saying good play offense. 2nd and 2. Tate going to look to throw here. Plenty of time in the pocket. Finds Jackson Kane inside the 15 for a gain of 18.
Yeah, great throw there to Kane, able to bring it down, even though, defender right near him doesn't feel the pressure, is able to gain a couple extra yards there. Great throw there by Tate as well. Puts it right where Kane can grab it. And a great tackle there by the Miami defense. That credit's going to go to Tom Rice, I'm sorry.
10-7 is the score. The Hurricanes on top by 3, but Clemson marching again on their 2nd straight drive as Sammons, no gain on the play for the first time in this game. $102 total yards for Clemson, 92 for Miami. Pistol, quick throw out wide, broken tackle. Hansen will pick up 9.
And Jeff, anytime you want to run that wide receiver screen, the key to success is how many wideouts do you have to block. If it's a one-on-one situation, or how Clemson said they were 2-on-1 in their favor, it's going to work. Anytime the defense is overpowering that side, don't see much success with that play.
Tate breathing heavy, has to throw it away. 4th down coming up. And it's going to be a call. They're going to go for it.
I don't hate this decision, Jeff. 4th and 1, if you don't get it, Miami's pinned inside their own 5, barring a horrible play. I don't hate the mindset here from Clemson.
They're going to give it to Sammons. He is stopped. No gain on the play. And I'm okay with that play call, too, because Sammons a 4.7 average in this game and back-to-back runs where he was stopped. I mean, normally we don't really see that, but Thomas and company with a good stop on defense.
Yeah, I mean, Sammons came into this game, Jeff, averaging 152 yards a game, and you're telling me you expect him to pick up 1? I agree with that call completely.
Almost off the hands and almost picked off as well by Skylar Hick, but instead it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I mean, now this is kind of all on Miami. I mean, you got to find a way to get out of your end zone, otherwise Clemson's just going to get great starting field position.
They're going to hand this one off to Brewer, and just like that, he's got 10 and a first down.
Yeah, good job by Clemson, and Darrell Jefferson will get credit for the tackle. Thought they were going to bring him down sooner, but just bounces off him, able to pick up the first down. And now if you're Clemson, you're really starting to worry.
1st and 10. Odie again throws it. It is caught by who else but Gates. so far, he's the Tiger tamer right now.
Yeah, as he beats Thomas Lindsay, the corner, and just look at calling out, hey, someone get on him. That means they're running a zone play there, Jeff, and nobody picks him up. And that's the downside of going forward on fourth down that deep in opponent's territory. Obviously, you're banking on your defense to come up big, but they let one big play up like that, and now all of a sudden, Miami starting to drive again.
And they were backed up in their own 5 after the turnover on downs. Now they're all the way close to midfield, and they are actually in Clemson territory after that gain of 7 by Deshaun Odie.
Yeah, and just like that, Odie, again, he's not afraid to run it. It's Jeff, you said it. These teams, big run heavy, almost mirroring each other. Big powerhouse halfbacks and quarterbacks who can run the ball as well.
They're 2nd and 3. Odie going to look to throw again. Yeah, that's going to be caught, and Jalen Thomas gets absolutely destroyed by Darrell Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson, the junior, just absolutely lays him out, but a great job to hold on to the football.
1st and 10 as the tight end coming in motion is Brock Felix. As Odie's going to keep it and go out the weak side, and he's got the first down after breaking off a tackle and then being pushed forward for the first down by Dante Green.
Yeah, and Odie just does a great job of keep fighting. That's what you got to do in these type of weather conditions, especially. You got to keep moving forward.
Trips to the near side. They're going to give it to Brewer, trying to get to the weak side. Not going to happen here. That'd be a loss of 4. Good chase down tackle by Carl Graham.
Yeah, Carl Graham, the sophomore. I mean, you know, all the talk for Clemson this season has been on Dwayne Stamens, but I mean, Carl Graham, defensive tackle, 35 tackles this season coming into tonight, Jeff.
That's the end of the first quarter from a stormy Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's Miami on top, 10-7. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. As we are back, I'm Jeff Melnition, the other voice coming through your loudspeakers. Well, that's Matt Hatchell. Start of the second quarter will commence with a Deshaun Odie run as he will slide at the 29-yard line of Clemson.
And that's what those passing plays earlier set up, Jeff. Notice, Clemson's not immediately attacking when they see Odie scramble. That's because as long as he's behind that line, you have to think at any point in time he's going to stop and pass it, and the receiver's going to be behind you.
3rd and 7, Odie's going to take a shot to the end zone. Touchdown, Jalen Thomas.
And that, again, that's just a perfect pass from Odie. I mean, I don't want to, hype him up too much or discredit Clemson's defense. They've been playing great. That's just a perfect pass from Odie. Keeps it right within range of the receiver so we can keep the toes in bounds. And Miami able to put 7 up to start the second quarter.
Unbelievable throw. I mean, Vinny Mixon is saying ugly throw, but accurate. If it's accurate, how is it an ugly throw?
Hey, if it works, it works. I mean.
And a return by Jackson Kane, 24 yards. State saying Texas might be in the wrong game.
It's Texas. It's Texas. Let them have this. Just let them have this. Texas.
Even though State plays for Auburn, though. As Dylan Tate's going to be sacked for a loss of 7, as Brian Kofer with his first sack of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what you got to worry about with this Miami defense. I mean, Kofer coming in from the safety position, his first sack on the season, but I mean, don't let that fool you. He is a guy who is all over the field and is a key part here. And also another senior. This is senior night for Miami. You got to know Clemson's wanting to ruin that for him.
And Clemson, I mean, with the turnover on downs and the pitch that was picked off, you're looking at 14 points maybe taken off the board, depending on, getting into the end zone. But Tate will get stopped with the loss of run on that outside keeper.
I think it's actually 10 points, Jeff. I believe Miami only put up that field goal after the interception.
Yes, I believe they did. Yeah, they were. Yes, they were held. You're correct. 3rd and 11. Tate's going to air this one out deep downfield, but it is picked off. What a play by the DB, Daniel Thomas, and he's got a convoy to the 30 being pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, and that right there, Jeff, I think that is just simply quarterback trying to will his team back into the game. That really wasn't necessary. That's the type of throw that if I'm Dylan Tate, I'm making when I'm down maybe 21, 28. I'm not making that throw down 10 just at the start of the second quarter. I understand the mindset from the senior, wants to go out with a bang, but you got to play a little smarter than that.
I do think the wind had something to do with that one. It was underthrown. And it's 1st and 10, throwing it out wide, and maybe a broken tackle by Brewer. He'll pick up 1.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like a lot of people are still underrating this Miami team, Jeff. I mean, keep in mind, this is the Miami team that 2 weeks ago beat Florida State. I mean, you got to always keep that in the back of your head when you're playing this Hurricane team.
Looking into the near side, that will be caught out of bounds is Dylan Plord with a gain of 7.
Yeah, and Plord, I mean, that's the play he's known for. If it's that short play where you're hoping for some yards after catch, that is Dylan Plord's bread and butter.
Only 9 passing attempts for Odie, 2 of them for a touchdown. Davin Brewer will pick up 3 on 5 rushing attempts.
Yeah, and I mean, we were talking earlier about Salmon to have averaging about 4.7. Brewer right now averaging 4.8.
Very evenly matched by these running backs as Odie nowhere to throw it, so only his 3rd incompletion.
Yeah, and that's a great job by Clemson. I think that's going to be their key, Jeff. Get pressure on Deshaun Odie. Don't let him have time. That's where those big pass plays are coming from.
Odie's going to keep it, trying to bounce it outside, but a good open field tackle on the play, and that is Ishmael Love.
Yeah, great job there by Love. Breaks this block very quickly, just basically looks at Odie and says, it's you and me one-on-one, and I'm winning this matchup.
2x2 set to each side of Odie. Going to set up the halfback screen on 3rd and 10. Gets it out to Brewer. Oh, what a block. Able to spring him for 7, or else that would have been a loss on the play. But it's going to be 4th and 3, and another field goal by Merkin coming up.
Yeah, Skylar Heck able to come up with the big hit there to stop the short. But, I mean, Miami still getting points on the board. And, I mean, you know, obviously you want 7 as opposed to 3. But when your defense is going to hold this Clemson team scoreless, aside from that 1 touchdown, I guess you'll take those 3.
More importantly, it still remains a 2-score game. So, obviously the turnovers are not yet hurting the Clemson Tigers. But if we see a touchdown here, it looks like maybe Clemson gets the momentum back.
Yeah, and really, I think that is exactly what it is. I think if Clemson can go down here, get one solid drive together, put up a touchdown, and then the big thing is hold on defense, Jeff, I think they're right back in it with all the momentum.
Yeah, they've held on when they've turned the ball over. They haven't held on, obviously, when Miami gets long field positions because Miami just chucks it deep. But Salmons picked up 3.
Yeah, great pickup there by Salmons, but a better job by Miami, just able to stop and hold them.
2nd and 7. Tate's going to keep it. He's got the first down following his blockers.
And again, it's that play. Like Dylan Tate, anytime he's choosing between himself and Salmons, Miami's going after Salmons. So what does he do? He holds on to it. I'm telling you, if Miami sets a spy every play or just about every play for Dylan Tate, Clemson's offense would be shut down right now.
Trips to the near side. They're going to give it to Salmons, but he's going to be horse-collared down to the ground by Corey Muncie.
Moochie, great job, though. The freshman getting to the backfield, comes in tonight, 31 tackles, 14 for loss, and 6 sacks, as well as a fumble recovery. This is the guy that over these last couple weeks, Jeff, has really stepped up big when Miami has needed it.
Apparently, I'm calling Dodger games, apparently, as Dwayne Salmons, no gain on the play. 3rd and 13 coming up.
Yes, Carl Patrick gets the tackle there, and Salmons just really starting to get in check right now. I mean, they just can't seem to figure it out, and Miami is really stepping up.
Trips to the near side. Tate all alone by himself, throwing it to Hansen. Broken tackle. Another one, 4th and inches. Picking up 12.
Yeah, and I know they went for it earlier, but obviously now if I'm Clemson, this is what I do. A ball in your territory still, punt the ball away, have your defense go out there. Xavier May with his 5th tackle, but I mean, even then, Jeff, the total yards aren't even that far off.
No, they're not, and especially with when you consider the 2 big plays that Miami has had to Joseph Gates, and then obviously the one of the big touchdown plays, and then the one who was the flip. There we go. So the other one went to Jalen Thomas. So outside of that, you take that away, maybe Clemson, who knows? But here we go. Another Carl Graham, another tackle for loss. 2nd and 13 as Miami backed up 3 yards behind the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I was giving Graham a shout right at the end of the first quarter, Jeff. I mean, 35 tackles on the season before coming into tonight, 13 for loss, 7 sacks. Graham really been stepping up big for that Clemson defense.
As Odie just has to chuck this one away. Incomplete. 3rd and 13 coming up.
And this is big. If Clemson can force this punt right here and get that ball back immediately and stop Miami, that is a massive momentum shift for the Tigers.
Odie going to look to throw. Throws it to Plord, but he's going to be stopped 5 yards shy. And finally, we get to see a punt here.
Yeah, and that's just a great job by Clemson by holding them here, getting that ball right back, trying to see if they're obviously get going. They're going to get pretty good field position as well.
Punt is away, going to be fielded at the 32-yard line by Jackson Kane. He'll pick up 8. So here we go. 4:01 left to go. Clemson with the ball. What do they got to do to put it in the end zone?
I don't think they need to abandon the pass, Jeff, like they kind of have. I think maybe some play action would really free up these receivers.
They're going to try the quick throw to Kane, who he stumbled a little bit, only picking up 2.
And I said it last time they ran that play, when you have blockers, it works. But if you saw, they had one block, but then there's still 3 Miami defenders right there, so not able to get a lot.
3 down defensive lineman, and that is going to be backing up this drive. This drive. So it's going to be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and obviously that is not what you want if you're Clemson. You had pretty good field position. Now you're back behind the 40 again. You got to question that decision there by not knowing the count.
2 receivers to the top. Pistol going to hand this one off to Sammons. He picks the right hole, picks up 6.
Yeah, and I mean, Sammons able to pick up 6 there, but now again, you're back at a 3rd and 7 as opposed to being a lot closer. And Clemson only 2 for 5 on 3rd down.
3 down defensive lineman once again for Miami. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Halfback screen. They got a pancake block, and that would allow Sammons down the sideline. 3 broken tackles. Spins forward for a gain of 25.
Yeah, that's a great job there by Sammons. Just keeps fighting. I just saw the big block and just broken tackles. 1, 2. Honestly, I'm counting that as 3. He kind of spun himself out of bounds.
I don't think I want to see this man in a dark alley unless he's on my side.
It's fair. I would be frightened.
I wouldn't want to tackle him in the open field either. Ball fake for Tate, throwing off his back foot, dangerous, and lucky it falls incomplete.
I don't know what's going through Dylan Tate's mind there, Jeff. I really wish I did, but I just don't. I don't understand why you don't maybe try to scramble a little bit, free yourself, and throw it out of bounds. Why risk an interception?
2 receivers to the top. Tate's going to keep it. Midline read not working. No gain on that play. Scary thing is Sammons is only a junior.
Oh, yeah, that's the most horrifying thing about it, Jeff. Sammons still has another year left in the CFSL.
Yeah. Here we go, 2x2 set, 3rd and 10. Got to get it to the 20-yard line. They're going to try the halfback screen again. This time, Shaq Edwards is no Dwayne Sammons and is going to be stopped after a gain of 2.
Yeah, Edwards, no slouch in his own right by any means, but, you know, obviously there you kind of want the big man, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th down again, 4th and 8.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Oh, they're going to try the screen once again. There is one man out there. Truck stick picks up 12, 1st down. This screen is working when it's not Shaq Edwards.
Yeah, I mean, Sammons says, Kane, you stopped me last time. You're not stopping me again, and lowers the shoulder of Chance Thomas with his 7th tackle of the game.
Unbelievable. Quick throw. Whoa. Butterfingers, and no one likes to lay a hand on his Butterfinger.
Honestly, if I'm Clemson, I'm kind of glad that play happened. You guys are running great, running a little too hyped up, I think. That kind of chills you back down, keeps your focus.
1 receiver to each side, single back from Pistol. Irvin comes in motion, handoff to Edwards. And he will got 3 on that play. 3rd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, and, you know, that's a great run there by Edwards, just getting positive yardage. That's all you want right now if you're Clemson. You're easily within field goal territory. Again, obviously you want 6, but you'll take these points if you can get them.
Trips to the near side. Another false start penalty on this drive.
And if I'm Stevens, I'm pulling my entire O-line to the side after saying, know the count. Don't get set until you know the count, because that is twice now on this drive they've lost yards.
That's a worked up. I like it. 2x2 set, halfback screen on 3rd and 12. Sammons is going to be held under wraps, but it does take a big giant hurricane to bring him down. 4th down coming up, and we'll see Julius Stevens.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, the thing is, he's still got 3 yards out of that, though. He's still got 3 positive yards.
He did. as Clemson going to let some time tick off the game clock and the play clock as well. Are you surprised Miami doesn't take a timeout?
I think a little bit, but I think at the same time I get why. Your defense has been playing really well. You still have, I would say the momentum is still in Miami's favor. Maybe not wanting to risk giving the ball back to Clemson, or maybe having a swing momentum at the last second, so they'll take it into half.
Stevens' kick is through the uprights and good as she gets 3 points onto the board. And it's a 10-point game, 20-10. Easy math for me. 1:01 to go in this first half of play, as Clemson got the ball first, so Miami will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and I think that's why people might be questioning, why does Miami not call the timeout, maybe save yourself a little bit of clock. But I think really that's why Miami doesn't, because they know they get that ball back at the start of the second half. No reason to rush anything. At the very least, maybe run a play or two, see if you can get some yards, maybe a big break open here. If not, take it in half, you get the ball back anyways.
1st and 10, trips to the top of the formation for Odie. Let's see what kind of magic he has up his sleeve. Not able to connect on that out route, incomplete.
Yeah, Jack Andrews over there in coverage. Had a man, just simply overthrew him there.
2nd and 10 coming up. Trips to the top of the formation once again. This time Odie, he's going to escape the pocket, takes a shot from Green and picks up 2.
Yeah, Miami calling a timeout, or Clemson calling a timeout, so they believe, you stop Miami here, call a timeout, you get that ball back with one last chance.
They're going to give it a conservative play call, works for the first down. Brewer picks up 10, and now maybe Miami looking to get some points.
Yeah, Miami, I think they were seeing if they get that first down before calling one, and I think that's exactly what they did.
Appreciate all 34 watching on YouTube right now. As breaking off of Carl Graham takes a shot from Jefferson. Second timeout taken by the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Miami. They're trying to take a shot, it seems, but you got to be mindful. You got one timeout left.
40 seconds to go in this first half of play. Odie gonna look open, it's picked up. What a read by Ball, and he's gonna put that into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you don't want to happen if you're Miami. That is why I said play conservative and go into the half. That right there, that is worst case scenario if you are Miami. You put Clemson right back in this game immediately. Beautiful job there by Ball, by the way. Sees that play coming a mile away, comes up from the safety position to intercept that screen. Beautiful read by the junior.
If we're not counting the extra point, Clemson has just tied Miami in terms of points off of turnovers. Just with that pick six, tied them up, and Miami has 2 turnovers, which led to 2 field goals.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be key. I think if Clemson can really succeed off another turnover, Miami might really be looking shaken.
Odie, let's see. He's going to throw it once again, but this time out of bounds to a lucky fan from Miami.
And the great part of that play, if you're Clemson, Jeff, not just obviously do you get the points, but now Miami, they still have time to maybe take a shot, but they're only down to 1 timeout. So if you're Clemson, you kind of know they're not going to go big more than likely.
2nd and 10. They're going to keep throwing this rock, but Odie's going to take off, and he is going to take a shot from Jefferson.
Yeah, Darrell Jefferson, the junior, really laying the hammer down tonight.
They're going to hurry this one up. 10 seconds to go. Odie into the hands of Graham. Down he goes. 9 seconds to go. Clemson burns their 2nd timeout.
Beautiful timeout there used by Clemson, because Miami has to punt the ball away now. They get one last chance to say, Dylan Tate, hey, go throw it up and have someone go make a play if you get down quick enough.
They did. Kane with a gain of 11. Here we go. So close to midfield. And here we go. Does Dylan Tate have an arm?
They're set up for it, maybe.
Yards?
They're set up. Let's see what they do.
We'll see. As 3-man rush, got to get rid of it. He does. He's taking a shot deep. Broken up at the 5, incomplete. What a last 2 minutes. Very entertaining first half of play. 20-17, number 14 Miami on top. Clemson looking to pull off the upset on the road in a rainy Hard Rock Stadium. But Hatchell, we come to the end of the first half. That was an insane first half of play, but give the viewers watching on YouTube a little taste of what that first half was like from the booth.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun, Jeff. My thoughts from the booth, it was a lot of fun. You know, I personally thought both teams got off a little slow. Miami intercepts that pitch on the opening drive, only gets 3 out of it. Clemson able to answer with a touchdown, just a little back and forth shot for shot. I mean, right when Clemson made that interception, I was thinking to myself, they need a big play here or coming out of the half to stay in this game, in my opinion, with Miami getting that ball to start the second half. And they did just that. All of a sudden, we're back in shootout mode right now. Clemson back in this ball game. I think especially if they can hold Miami to either at the very most a field goal coming out of half and put some more points on the board, maybe a touchdown, we're looking at a good one. I mean, the key though, Miami, I'll give them credit. They're holding Clemson at 85 rushing yards at half. That might not sound like a big deal to a lot of people, but we know this Clemson run game. Holding them to 85 is an outstanding move by the Miami defense.
I don't think that's enough because I think they're going to have to hold them to under 150. Mm-hmm. That might be saying something because Tate's been running the ball well. Salmons, we know, is going to run the ball well. But Miami, they need to start cashing some of these turnovers into touchdowns, and we'll see with these second half starting and going to be a run play, no gain by Brewer. Appreciate all 32 watching. We got Stevens, Swaggy, D'Amico, Nathan Brown making an appearance, Caleb Ward. Who else we got? We got Logan. Scrolling up. We got One Accord, TD Sav, Vinny Mixon, Chris Brush, Christian Furman as well showing up. So appreciate everybody watching on YouTube. As Brewer will go backwards 3 yards. We're going to bring up 3rd and 12. And remember, coming up after this one at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, Florida and Florida State doing battle on Twitch coming up after this. And then, of course, we'll be back, Hatchell and myself will, for Kentucky and Tennessee at 9 p.m. here on YouTube, as Brewer will pick up 5. And just like that, a 3 and out. And it was 3 straight runs by the Hurricanes.
And that's exactly what Clemson needs to do, Jeff. That is how they need to come out and start that second half. Show Miami, hey, we're starting to figure you out. We're starting to figure you out a little bit. I think we understand what's going on here. And that's a great answer. And yeah, Jeff, I mean, just so everybody at home knows, we were specially requested to call the Tennessee-Kentucky game.
We were. If anybody listens to the Yellow Flag podcast.
Don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, they don't know what they got in store. Trips to the near side as Salmons is going to get the handoff up the middle. He does get inside Miami territory, picks up 5.
Yeah, and Jeff, you actually reminded me, you know, I forgot how well Dylan Tate had been running the ball this game, to be honest. I thought most of that 85 yards was Salmon, but really, it's been Dylan Tate carrying his share of the load as well. Miami really needs to slow down Dylan Tate in the run.
Oh, trying to hurdle, and it's going to be 3rd and inches coming up. Picks up 4 on the play.
Yeah, beautiful job there. Salmons tries to go over the top. Interesting choice from the big man. Not able to get it. Great job there by Miami on the hold.
They're going to give it to the fullback, Raphael Cox, with a gain of 1, and he's got the first down. So he's a 1-yard average.
Give him a scholarship. Sign him up. Get him on there. Pokey, if you're in chat right now, give him a scholarship. You know what to do.
1st and 10. He's probably on the call right now trying to see what it'll take to get a scholarship. It's Shaq Edwards picking up a gain of 9.
Yeah, and that, I mean, Edwards now, 12 yards. This is the Clemson team that just has threats everywhere in this backfield. I mean, in Edwards, he's kind of more of that speed guy if you're just looking at build.
Empty set now for the Tigers is Tate incomplete, looking for Addock, but it falls incomplete, and that's the one you got to have it. You can't have drops in a game like this where it seems like every play is going to be a big play.
Yeah, if I'm Clemson, I keep someone in the backfield at all times just to have Miami bite on a play action.
Oh, one-handed grab, Jesse Hansen, picking up 21.
Style on him one time, young man. Go and get it. Beautiful catch there by Hansen, showing off in South Beach. God, I love this.
He's going to be part of the gold chain gang pretty soon. If he keeps making a catch like that, he's going to have to make a stop at one of the chain shops down on South Beach. Get a big old chain, as that's going to be thrown incomplete. Stays in the game. Yeah. Stays in the field of play, though.
Yeah, and I mean, that's key for Miami. I think if they can get some pressure on Tate, especially when he's dropping back to pass, he does look a little lost out there.
They set the triple option, but they're going to give it to Salmons as he picks up 1 on the play. They'll give him a yard.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of what makes Clemson a little deadly, in my opinion, Jeff. You have Salmons lining up at fullback? That's horrifying.
3rd and 9. Halfback screen time. It's worked. They got a block. He's got his 2nd touchdown on the halfback screen. Who says halfback screens are dead in this league?
I know TD Sav losing his absolute mind right now, as am I. We love ourselves some good halfback screens. Beautiful job there, though, by Clemson. That all relies on can they get the block. I love me some good screen, but it all relies on can blocks be set, and we've seen it twice now. We are getting good blocks set, and that's going to succeed every time.
First lead for Clemson since it was 7-3. And with 6:03 to go in this 3rd quarter, 24-20, largest lead for Clemson in the game, 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of insane. I mean, Clemson 2nd lead, like you said, but hasn't been by much.
No, it hasn't. We'll see what Miami can do. They'll float that to Brewer out of the backfield. They'll be stopped. Only held to a gain of 1. Nick Schultz with the tackle.
Yeah, and not just Miami. I think both teams really need to start utilizing maybe a little bit more play action into their calls. They're very kind of obvious by setup now. It seems that they're passing or running. So maybe some play action, catch either defense sleeping.
Odie will try to catch them sleeping by scrambling for a 1st down, and he does, picking up 10.
I'm going to count it. That works too. Or just keep doing that if you're Deshaun Odie. Almost kind of make the audible quickly after the snap. Say, all right, 1, 2, nobody's open, tuck it and run.
And giving it to Brewer, loss of 1 on the play, not able to get to the outside. Lindale Odie with his 2nd tackle for loss of the game.
Yeah, Lindale Odie just kind of showing up the brothers saying, no, we're not doing that today. We're stopping your run game.
2nd and 11. No sack because it was a run. Loss of 3. 3rd tackle for loss for Lindale Odie.
Yeah, I mean, Lindale Odie, the big man, just getting back there. Had a very quiet season so far, Jeff. Only 15 tackles coming into tonight, but really making that presence known so far.
Odie on Odie crime. 3rd and 14. Graham with the tackle for loss. Going backward were the Hurricanes. 4th and 15 now as they cannot cross midfield at all. They've gone backwards on most of their drives, their 2 drives here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I mean, Clemson really coming out of the gates, kind of understanding what Miami's game plan is. You know, if I'm Miami, I maybe try to stick to our game plan 1 more drive. See if maybe we call something at the right time that catches Clemson sleeping. Otherwise, I may have to switch it up and kind of go away from the game plan if I'm Miami going forward.
1st and 10. What do you want to see defensively for Miami here?
I want to see blitzes. I want to see pressure in the backfield to stop those runs or get pressure on Tate early in the pass.
Nothing yet. Salmon's trying to get to the outside. He does, breaking off of a tackle, then brought down by Kofer after a gain of 8.
Yeah, Kofer, I mean, just kind of ran through the O-line and then just kind of tried to play catch-up there to Salmon before he was able to bring him down.
2nd and short. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Ball fake. Setting his feet is Tate. He could run if he wants to. He's got all day. I think you had to do some shopping, and he did it for you, Matt, as Jesse Hansen with the game downfield. It works. 1st down.
I'm very thankful Dylan Tate was able to go grab my DoorDash order, Jeff, while he was on that play. It was very impressive. And yeah, I was with you. I thought he was going to tuck it and run, but you know, he trusted his receivers to get open. His O-line obviously set great blocks, and it worked out for him.
No pressure as well. The linebackers stayed in coverage as Salmons will pick up 1 on the ensuing play.
Yeah, just again, personally for me, I think Miami is playing a little too conservative here on defense. You know, you're the team that's down right now. You're the team that's got to be kind of coming up, making those big plays. They're playing just too conservative for my liking.
2nd and 9, handoff to Salmons, and he's got inside the 25. So inside the red zone go the Tigers as he will pick up 7. 3rd and 3 coming up.
And a little bit better for Miami. You know, they brought it looked like 6 or 7. It was just unfortunately the one spot they didn't bring anybody was where the hole was for Salmons.
trying Shaq Edwards. He's got the first down and picking up 7.
And I love that move by the young halfback, Jeff. What does he do? He knows he only needs a few yards, so he tucks his head, lowers his shoulder, and is determined to get those yards. He just got a little bit more than he needed.
Gonna give it to Salmons this time. Trying to get to the outside, broken tackle. Picking up 9. 2nd and 1, and now all of a sudden this running game can't be stopped.
No, and that's just how good the big man is as May gets his 7th tackle. I mean, Jeff, he broke free of 2 guys at the same time there.
2 receivers to the top. See, it looks like man coverage, but they're going to give it to Edwards. Trying to get to the outside. He's got the first down. Broken tackle. And that's going to be it. Picking up 2 on the play.
I like the idea from Edwards, but personally, I got to plant that foot and cut up field earlier, Jeff. I got to fight more for yardage. He got that first down, but just barely.
2 receivers to the near side this time. Setting up the triple option, but Tate's going to waltz into the end zone. He could have walked in for that one, and extending the lead is Clemson, now going to make it an 11-point game.
And that's what setting up a guy like Dwayne Salmons at fullback for that triple option does, Jeff. That's a 3-headed monster back there, and you're telling Miami, hey, you got to pick the right one to attack, and Miami guessed wrong.
Yeah, it's like pick your poison. Like, you got to guess what door it was, and they chose the one with the snakes, and it bit them.
You have 3 cups here. 2 of them are poison. 1 of them isn't. Pick the right one. Miami just drank the poison.
Oh, that's sad.
You hate to see it.
Why do you have to take it to that kind of level, though? Like, okay, the door, and they got snake bitten. Like, there was a.
Because I also said pick your poison.
Yeah, but the clipping call is going to bring it back. Shelly Wojcik. So nothing.
Well, also,
there was nothing. I mean, we saw it with Clemson, the false start biting them, but now it's the clipping call biting Miami.
But to be fair, Clemson is still able to put points up on that drive, though, Jeff.
They did. Blitz coming. Jefferson just almost getting home. Able to throw it out, and that's Marshall Bryant with a gain of 5.
And that's what I need to see. That is what I want from Clemson. Yeah, Bryant able to pick up 5. That's not what you want, but that pressure on Deshaun Odie, Jeff, if they keep that up, that's going to win them the game in the end.
Second and 5 coming up. 4 down defensive lineman for Clemson. Brewer trying to get to the outside. There was room there earlier, but this time the door is closed. Does pick up 2, though, so 3rd and 2 coming up.
Yeah, great job by Brewer just to keep fighting. Still kept the feet moving, so he has the chance right now. This is a big 3rd down for Miami.
Here we go, 3rd and short. Odie connects, 1st down. Ford with the catch.
Yeah, Plord, 3rd reception. I mean, Clemson's done a good job at keeping Deshaun Odie out of the pass game. Only 20 attempts tonight for Odie.
1st and 10. Odie's going to keep it on the option keeper. He's got the 1st down. Tackled down by Jefferson from behind.
Yeah, and that puts Miami as a team up to 85 rushing yards now, Jeff. Miami really starting to kind of kick it up here a little bit. As like you said, Jefferson picking up his 9th tackle.
Yeah, had 6 last week and 1 for a loss and a sack as well and a pass deflection. 1st and 10, floating it, and it's incomplete. Looking for Plord.
Yeah, just unfortunately, Odie floats a little too much to Plord. He catches it, but unfortunately runs into the teammate, not able to hold on to it.
Empty set on 2nd down. Odie with the blitz from the corner, looks to the blitz side, finds Plord with a gain of 3.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a big 3rd down now, Jeff. 3rd and 7, 3rd quarter coming to an end here. You know, to get the 1st down, you put yourself in Clemson territory. This is a big play for Miami.
3rd and 7, 2x2 set, shotgun. Odie's got the snap, taking a shot. It is caught. Broken tackle, touchdown, Dylan Plord.
And that is what you can't have happen if you're Clemson. Now Clemson with the defensive mistake, and Miami able to capitalize as once again just beats the defender. And again, Odie just has to put it where Plord can get it. I mean, almost underthrows him there. If you notice, Plord has to let up the gas a little bit. Almost ends up in him being tackled. He's able to break it and take it in for 6.
I want to say that was the first throw I think we've seen downfield from Odie that was underthrown. But it doesn't hurt him. It's a touchdown nonetheless. 3rd passing touchdown for Odie. And just like that, 31-27. Remember, coming up next, it'll be on Twitch at 7:30. Florida and Florida State. We'll see what happens in that one. Can Florida spoil the party at Doak Campbell? And then coming up at 9 after that one will be Kentucky and Tennessee from Knoxville. But we are not done with this one, and I'm sure we have not seen the last points put on the board the way these offenses are going.
I would be shocked, Jeff, if that's the last touchdown. I would be shocked.
You want to bet on that?
Nope.
Okay.
Sure don't. Let me tell you that, though. I'm not like you. I'm not a degenerate. Absolutely not.
But you just said we're going to see more points, so obviously that'd be easy money for you.
I don't trust the words that come out of my mouth. Do you? Exactly. Exactly.
Well, when I broadcast with you, I believe it. But then when you're in Twitch or something, I don't believe it.
That's fair.
How that works. Irvin comes in motion as Dylan Tate's uniform. That's a muddy uniform right there, and it's going to get even more muddy as that's a gain of 6.
Yeah, if you want to know how bad it is, I mean, look at the receivers for Clemson even, Jeff. Not a big passing team, and even the receivers' jerseys are just caked in the stuff.
I like that, caked in this stuff. Pump fake for Tate, but he's going to take off and run. He will get the first down, though he does take a shot at the end of that play.
Yeah, it gets absolutely bear hugged by the Miami defender there, but again, able to pick up the first down, and if you're Clemson, that's all you want, to keep the ball moving and keep the clock running. I'm seeing some new white unis out here, so some players haven't seen the field that much, as Dylan Tate picking up a gain of 1 as your quarterback TV staff says, wow, I've never seen that much mud. Yeah, well, we wear a lot of blue, and it doesn't rain a lot where we play. We're not used to it.
It snows, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Put your 4s up in chat. This is going to be a good fourth quarter. 31-27, Clemson on the board. But Clemson has the ball. We'll be back. You're watching the CFSL on YouTube. Welcome back. Fourth quarter. This is going to be a good one. I hope you guys are ready for the ending of this game. 2 receivers to the top. Handoff to Salmons. Tripped up. And that's a good open field tackle. Only a gain of 1.
Yeah, and I think this is now just as big a third down for Clemson as Miami's previous one was. As if Clemson gives that ball back right at the start of the fourth, with it only being a 4-point game, we're going to be looking at a shootout here.
Tate almost picked off. Probably should have been. It falls harmlessly to the turf. Incomplete. Daniel Thomas.
Yeah, and I mean, earlier I do believe Thomas had a dropped interception as well, but that time, that's the one you got to pick up there. That's a big momentum shift. But Miami's offense, though, they're going to come back out with fairly decent starting field position.
Oh, Gates with a good return. Thought he was going to break that last tackle. Get to the side, but he did not. 1st and 10 coming up. Now we'll see Deshaun Odie, who already has 3 touchdowns in this game.
Yeah, if I'm Clemson, I got to play smarter with the secondary here.
1st and 10. Odie's going to keep it on the option keeper up the middle. Pick it up 7.
Yeah, Jeff, it kind of struck me as it left my lips. When was the last time we thought, man, Clemson's secondary is the weak point of their defense?
Especially with Steele Ball, who has a pick 6. 2nd and 3, handoff to Brewer. He's got the first down with 5.
I'm just remembering that disgusting combo of cornerbacks and secondary from last season. Still haunts me a little bit just watching, just thinking about it.
Trips to the near side. Sebastian starting to dance on the sideline, maybe foreshadowing what's going to happen. Sincere Battle picking up 10.
Yeah, that's a great job by Battle. Only his first reception. So, I mean, again, Odie, only 24 passing attempts, Jeff, but 16 completions. 3 of those completions have been touchdown. He hasn't thrown it a lot, but he's made it count when he does.
Trips to the top of the formation. 1 receiver to the near side. Pistol, handoff to Brewer. And he's got 5.
And that's a great job there by Clemson, though. Brewer able to pick up 5, but Lindell Odie able to get his 5th tackle, as well as a couple other Tigers in there.
What's going on, Glenn? Appreciate you tuning in. This is week 8 of season 14 in the CFSL. Davin Brewer with a shorter gain on the play, 3rd and 2 coming up. And what you're seeing is we got athletic directors, and we got teams of players, and you're seeing their avatars and the hard work that the coaching staff puts in played out in real time. As what you're watching is Davin Brewer with no gain. 4th down coming up.
Miami making the decision here to go for it. I don't hate the decision here. Maybe a little too early for my liking, though.
Felix comes in motion all the way across. They're going to throw it to him. Wide open, got the first down. Fumbles the football. He fumbled it with nobody touching him, and it actually wasn't Felix. That's a walk-on, I believe.
Oh, the walk-on. Well, hold on, let's see here. Was he down? Oh, he's down. I think that left knee's down. Knee's down if we challenge it.
They are. They got the first down.
Oh, this is, I think.
Oh, I think his knee. We got to see a different angle. This one. Yeah, I think he's down.
That's clear. I think that's right here. I think that's.
Oh, that doesn't even work. It is. I don't know what angle they
did see the.
That is the closest. That's the closest one I've seen. Woo! Thank God we are not refs.
Nope.
Pistol, full house in the backfield. Brewer trying to hold on to the football. He does. No need to challenge here, but it will be a loss of 2.
Yeah, Clemson played a little angry now. If I think, steal ball coming up from the staging position, getting credit for that on his 4th of the game. This is what you're wanting if you're Clemson, though. Playing a little angry, playing in the slippery mud. If you're Clemson right now, this is just taking you back to when you played as a kid.
It is backyard football at its finest, or in recess when they would actually let you outside in the rain. Aiden Rose with the loss of 1. Andrew Fields with the tackle for loss. 3rd and 13. Just like that after the reversal.
Yeah, and Clemson, they came out doing exactly what they need to do, just stop Miami. And if they can hold them here, you're looking at a 4th and long for Miami, maybe having to go for it again.
Trips to the near side. Tight end coming in motion is Felix. Will line up to make it 2-by-2. Blitz coming. Senses it. Thrown to Felix. Got the block. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, what a play there from the Hurricanes. Perfect play. Odie finds Felix, and like you said, that was a great run by Felix. That is all set up by the block he gets from his receiver, though, Jeff. That is all freed up by that, and that's a huge touchdown for the Hurricanes.
And we are not done with this game because it is going bananas. 34-31. 3-point lead with 5:52 to go. But more importantly, again, coming up next on Twitch at 7:30, guys, 7:30 will be Florida and Florida State. And then at 9, you come back here to YouTube as we got Kentucky and Tennessee to close out this Wednesday slate. Sure to be a good one. But this first game. What?
As I was going to say, I swear to God, if I don't see all y'all back here in chat at 9, I'm finding every one of you.
Oh, now Hatch was going to take some knees. All of a sudden, he's turned into Ray Liotta from Goodfellas.
R.I.P.
Exactly. 2nd and 5 as Dylan Tate picking up a gain of 5 with Wendell with the tackle. Quick throw, and they got the block to string for the first down. Jackson Kane did not stumble this time.
No, and that's big for Clemson right now. Is the key thing to think about is that you don't need to go big right now. You got 5 minutes left. Your offense has been playing great this second half. You don't need to take the lead right now. Choose some of that clock. Leave Miami on that field.
Oh, that was a stiff arm animation waiting to happen, but the tackle from behind only holding to a gain of 8.
Yeah, that's a great job there by Tate. Keeps the feet moving, not going to go down quickly.
Jordan, LSU plays tomorrow at 7:30 against Missouri on Twitch. 2nd and 2, handoff. Salmons breaks out of it. He is down the sideline. Back-to-back touchdowns by these teams. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Salmon sheds the blocks, gets the open field in front of him, takes a quick turn around and just says bye-bye. Beautiful play there by the halfback, fighting off tackles. I say Clemson need to score right away, and apparently Dwayne Salmon says I'm an idiot.
It doesn't take much to say that.
Once again, this is why I'm a defensive coordinator.
And And the 5th rushing touchdown for Salmons on the season. Maybe the only thing that could only be the thing used against him, I guess, in any sort of case would be, well, he doesn't have the rushing touchdowns, but, well, that's number 5 for you. You guys caring about rushing touchdowns. 2-by-2 set. Handoff to Brewer, trying to impersonate Salmons. He does pick up 7. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Yeah, Jeff, and the key thing to think about is that with this drive, we're going to get under 4 minutes. And after we hit under 4 minutes, a lot of teams start to get a little wiry, a little squirrely. You got to keep that in check if you're Miami.
2-by-2 set. Odie going to take off. He's got the edge. Slides down just before Masai Desta can lay the hit.
And it's a great decision there by Odie to just get down, not take the hit, keep the drive alive, don't force anything, don't try to end up with a fumble.
1st and 10, tight end coming in motion, will hand off to Brewer, but he's going to be stopped. That's Torres with the tackle, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Alex Torres, middle linebacker, getting his first tackle of the game, does a great job fighting through the blocks, able to bring him down. You know, Clemson, they have a lot of weapons in that front 7 that are looking to make big plays.
Odie's going to keep it, he cuts it up. Bouncing in, 1st down. He's still on his feet somehow, but picks up 12.
And that's a great job by Odie. Makes the perfect decision at the right time to cut upfield. A lot of quarterbacks would like to try to bust it outside more, but Odie's like, no, I'm taking the open field.
1st and 10, 2-by-2 set. Odie gonna look to throw and throws it away to the Clemson sideline.
Great pressure there by the Tigers, getting to the backfield, not allowing Odie to set his feet. I mean, Jeff, look at that total yardage. That tells the story of this game and how close everything is.
And that one into the ground. 3rd and 10 coming up with 3:25 to go.
Yeah, I think Odie, a little bit of a panic throw, and I think a little bit of a slip throw as well. Just falls out of his hands, but luckily fell incomplete past the line.
Pistol in the backfield. Halfback screen, trying to get to the edge. Inside Clemson territory, but it's going to be 4th and 4.
And the big man, Carl Graham, once again. And this is what I'm saying. We're under 4 minutes. Teams get a little squirrely. Here goes Miami on 4th and 4.
Press coverage. They're going to hand this off. 1st down. Oh, this is the backup. Wow, this is Aiden Rose with a gain of 6, and he was the one that almost fumbled, that almost turned the tide of this game.
Rose goes from losing his walk-on to earning a scholarship, in my opinion.
Unbelievable. 1st and 10. Odie was going to throw it, going to be caught. Jalen Thomas with a gain of 7.
And the key thing, Jeff, I mean, look at the clock being chewed up by Miami. I mean, we're already hitting just about hit 2 minutes on this drive alone. Miami eating up this clock right now.
If you guys want overtime, you're hoping for a Miami touchdown and then Clemson getting the ball with some time to get a field goal. As it's going to be Brewer with the carry, picking up 10.
Yeah, and Brewer really just kind of put his mark on this game. 58 yards on 21 attempts. Not a lot of average, but he's making the most of it.
Gotta hope for a quick score here. We're getting close to the nitty-gritty time. Odie's going to be stopped by Rose in the backfield. Trips on his shoes.
And Miami going to run the hurry up, not waste any time. Smart decision there by the Hurricanes.
Trips to the near side. Pistol, though, for Odie. He's going to take off and run. Slides down before Torres can lay a shot.
And again, smart decision there by Odie. He sees the clock. He understands the game plan right now, but he doesn't want to risk that fumble. Great decision by the quarterback.
3rd and 7, 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Pistol. Halfback screen. Got it, but nowhere to go. Joe Gregory with a loss of 3. 4th and 11 coming up.
And the frustrating part about that, Jeff, is he had a man. If he looks on the right side of the field, he has his other halfback, Rose, I believe, the other walk-on, running a short little out route for a couple yards pickup, and nobody on Clemson was near him.
There we go. 1:34 to go. 4th and 11. 3 timeouts for Miami. 2-by-2 set. Another halfback screen. Brewer has it inside the 20, but that's it. Picks up 6. Needed 4 more. But Miami has all 3 timeouts, and Clemson inside their own 20.
Yeah, and Malcolm Kent Brown, the safety, coming up with that hit. Jeff jumps over a blocker to get that tackle.
Here we go. You know what's coming. And there's Salmons. Oh, he takes a shot.
The big hit on Salmons. Coach for the senior says, not today. You're not ruining my senior night.
Well, 220 going up against 265. Salmons at 265. What a pancake block. Springs for a first down. Salmons calling game.
I don't know if the teams talk about each other's mothers, something that we missed, Jeff, but they are playing with venom in their hearts right now.
I like how you used venom. I like that pun. As Salmon's picking up 7.
But the key thing to realize, Miami out of timeouts. If Clemson converts this here, that's game.
And off. This is Edwards. He's got it. First down, picking up 7.
And I think that might be the nail in the coffin. Miami cannot stop the clock as Xavion May gets his 11th tackle.
Remember, coming up next, 7:30 in just a little bit. It's 7:05 right now, so it's 7:30 Central Standard Time. You got Florida State over on Twitch. And then at 9 p.m. Central Time back here will be Kentucky and Tennessee. But Hatchell, let's sign off quickly so Mike can get some breathing room.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a great game. Jeff, this is just a fantastic game. I'm glad we got the chance to call. Dwayne Salmons came out and did his thing. And I mean, really, I think it comes down to Miami only being able to put up field goals on those turnovers. I really think that was the difference. We saw 2 evenly matched teams come out tonight. Clemson just succeed on their opportunities a little bit better.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Hatchell. And on behalf of my analyst, Matt Hatchell, executive producer, Mike Peters, I'm Jeff Melnish, and thank you so much for tuning in and spending your evening with us, and we hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Collegiate Football Simulation League presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Once again, the final score, Clemson coming back and winning by 4, 38-34, and we will see you at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Twitch for number 8 Florida, number 1 Florida State, and then we'll be back here at 9 p.m. Central for number 9 Kentucky and Tennessee live from Knoxville right here on YouTube. So until then, we'll see you guys at 7:30 on Twitch.